Hello everybody, welcome to the video version of my new series, Laws of Nature. I've been putting these on Facebook, but I decided to upload this to YouTube to share this with you so that I could share this with you more personally. So I've been working on a couple new things in regards to century mapping, and I wanted to share two key things with you on century lead change and alignment notes. Let's look at a century lead change first. So what I have written here are, keep in mind that a high percentage of any horse's peculiarities and behavior are the byproduct of accumulated stressors trying to work their way through their psychology, and collaborative to these are interruptions in the century lead change capacity. Century lead change disruptions are blocking mechanisms further interrupting the century sequence. These alone do not embed trauma, but when left untended, unabridged stress accumulates, and when a horse is moving, stress is compounded into other century zones. So let's go from one zone to the next zone as I'm moving through. This adds to their emotional weight. This is stress. The further a horse must carry this, in time and motion, this duration, this time and motion, how long am I have to carry this, the heavier it gets. The heavier the emotional weight, the more hypersensitive they become, just like we do. If we're carrying emotional stress, we can become a little bit irritable, right? The more hypersensitive, the more reactive the expressions. So the more hypersensitive you are, the more stress that you have. Someone can just touch me and like, what is that? You can overreact, or it might seem like an overreaction, but you're kind of popping air out of that balloon. If the horse is not able to, or given the room to, physically express and filter, the higher the chances that trauma embeds in the psyche. We need to give our horses an opportunity to process this and not try to steer them in the wrong direction by giving them an extra cue. If the horse is processing, let them have time to process. Because if not, these changes in their psyche and all this stress and trauma can build up and become embedded in there, and it's hard to get out. Laws of Nature, second tip, alignment notes. This is about century alignment. So if you're familiar with the century mapping, and you can visit their website and check that out, but century mapping, I have a standard, which is the ideal standardized aspect zones, and that's the ideal overlay. The psychocentric goes on top of that. So this is the ideal horse, and the psychocentric is the actual horse, okay? Alignment notes, where the psychocentric is askew when overlaying upon the standard aspect zone, the ideal, it exposes the degree that the century zones are off balance. A puzzle piece misshapen, the degree of which affects the horse's ability to evenly distribute emotional energy and harmonize with their environment. If you've listened to anything I had to say, harmony with their environment, contentment with their peers is the absolute optimum for any horse. Showing us these positions, so when you look around, alignment indicates those areas of strength that are aligned and those areas of vulnerability, the out of align, okay? It shows us the positions around the century egg, around the horse's body, that they are having some troubles with and that we need to be mindful of when we're in those areas and give them more time, or whatever the case may be, to help them outsource to that so we can be the bridge. And areas where we know that the horse is strong on their own and that they manage very well. The interesting thing about this is, though, contentment with their peers is realized when a horse's natural vulnerability is bridged by another horse's natural strength. Okay? This in turn provides the tensile strength between a horse and their herd. It is a binding factor. So one horse's vulnerability is actually a herd strength. It is that binding factor, what brings them together, because where I'm not strong, you are, I can count on you. So that is their peer strength. That is where harmony with their environment and contentment with their peers comes into play. It provides the tensile strength that connects a horse to their herd. I wanted to read this to you again. Contentment with their peers is realized when the horse's natural vulnerabilities are bridged by another horse's strong point. This in turn provides the tensile strength that connects a horse to their herd. Very, very important stuff. You can learn more about this. Visit the website, centurysoundness.com. You can go on there, and there's a blog about Century Soundness Mapping Reference Guide. You can see this on there. You can read a lot more about it. And you can also see there's a video series to that same name here on this YouTube channel. And check out everything there. If you're really serious and you really want to learn more, check out on the website the education area. We have some courses available, some lessons available, and I think you'll take a deep dive into horse psychology and herd dynamics and century soundness and all kinds of cool stuff. So check it out. But in the meantime, always remember, be the bridge, not the block, and your horse will thank you for it.